You know, this is I actually kind of have a problem with a lot of Corki players that actually go for this Triforce build that we're seeing here. Is that the job of an AD is, you know, to deal that big, huge damage. You want to kill people with as little shots as possible, and although, you know, he has tools that he can get away with going Triforce, it's not really best for an AD. It actually is, you know, in my opinion, I actually like an IE better on Corki. I know all the tools and the cool stuff that a Triforce gives you, but in reality, it's like Graves right now with his IE is gonna be better at dealing damage than, you know, Corki is. You know, just boom, boom, boom. And you can see, you know, how Soraka got chunked there in that last exchange. That's really what you want. I mean, Corki, though, you know, again, he is one of those characters that doesn't scale very well. He doesn't need attack speed as much, so he can prioritize other stuff, and so he's actually spending a ton of money trying to get this Triforce online. He finally does get it online. It looks like Otter already working into his Zeal, and again, both these AD carriers, Otter and Dexter, both in full stride, 204 CS to 205 CS, and these guys are neck and neck pretty much all game.
Except for Graves having 2 kills, he's ahead. Yeah,
the 2 kills, you know, for Otter is definitely, you know, giving him a slight edge so far in this game. Looks like Team We Kill Traitors roaming, looking for Traitors. They finally did kill the Traitor. That is an important thing. You know, Ken's not gonna get out of this. You know, Bosscow's not gonna get out of this free. They did take him down. So pushing in onto mid-turn, it looks like they want to push it. They should back off. Yeah, they will back off out of this. No one better. Going to get Vlad in here. Just try to land all those ults perfectly. It is going to be really important for Soraka with that exhaust actually to land it onto Kennen when Kennen does come in on them. But I'm going to get a lot of damage from him. So will be key for Soraka. And of course, you know, she can use those heals to try to protect her team from a lot of this AoE damage.
Corki started to work towards some more damage. He's got a pickaxe. Just went back.
Yeah, I like that from him. I like to see that quick pickaxe. You know, he finished the strike first, and next thing you know, bam, pickaxe too. So get a little bit more damage on top of everything, and they're both going to be really terrors in team fights. They both can position really well. The thing about Graves though is a lot of times he uses his quick draw to be aggressive, versus where Corki a lot of times uses his Valkyrie more to be position oriented and protect himself. So that can be a downfall to a Graves player. But we'll see. You know, Otter again, you know, one of the best. So, you know, if anybody's gonna play, you know, Graves the best he can possibly play, it's probably gonna be Otter here in these team fights. And We Kill Traitors grouping up, heading down towards mid. They are gonna be caught up by a ward. It looks like they might have a dragon timer, which is why they're heading down here, checking stuff out. Looks like they might try to pick off Dark Terrors. Dark Terror's gonna eat a lot of upfront stuff, and he's great poise right there from Dark Terrors, actually paying attention to when that Dark Binding came out, because he's new to himself. He's like, they don't have a lot of CC. I really just have to not get this Dark Binding, get hit by this Dark Binding. Otter throw down a smoke screen, taking a quick peek. I don't think he's going to win on this, but the teams want to go in, and here we go. The other team is all bunched up. Hemo Play's going to catch 5 people, and there we have the Soul Shackle coming out with the Zonia Hourglass. Very nice play there. Bosscow coming in with the Slicing Maelstrom. Does not do a huge amount of damage, so a lot of their upfront burst is out of this. The question is, will they be able to sustain through this team fight? Both trading a lot of the members for Amumu is trash very, very low, but Otter is still alive, has a lot of life left, and the chase is on. Will they be able to catch Matt and Etsu as they are running them down here under turret? Looks like they are safe, and Otter, you know, staying alive there. And the key was, you know, that they were actually able to kill Dexter, versus, you know, Otter, you know, and Otter was able to live. You know, both of them traded really well. You know, when the dust settled, all of Team Amumu's trash is up and alive, and a great team fight right there, mitigating, you know, trading off a lot of that damage. So We Kill Traitors will be back up shortly. Things are looking very, very good for Amumu is trash, but they're still only up 3K, so nothing is out of hand. You know, if they pick off a player, anything kind of like that. I mean, Morgana, you know, Thomas, you had an amazing ult in that last fight. The Soul Shackle followed by the Hourglass is brilliant.
Yes.
You know, caught everybody that they wanted to catch. Janna had blue flash to escape it, but you know, very, very good move there by him. So. A lot of right things for both teams. It was a great team fight. It's just the AoE team comp just came out a little bit better, and the focus fire came out a little bit better for Kabam and friends. So On the clock, it looks like Kabam's going to get this blue buff. And the nice thing about, this is always whenever you can get Kennen and Vlad, it's so nice because these are both like APs that don't actually have to take blue. Like Bosscow's running over here. But the cool thing about a jungler, whenever you get to play with that kind of team comp, is you get all the blue buffs.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
your cooldowns are always less. You never have to worry about mana. You get more experience when you go clear that because you don't have to give up the blue golem. So always a big bonus whenever you're a jungler. And in those scenarios, I also like to play. A lot of people go, why in AoE comps do people take like Nocturnes and stuff like that? And not only is Nocturne a good diver that can add to the AoE team comp, but the other thing he does is he can actually he can hit level 6 quicker because he's allowed to get all the experience. His ult will be on lower cooldown because he's allowed to get all the blues. So that's why a lot of times he is taken in those type of comps as well.
He's one of the best initiators in my opinion too.
Yeah, and even one of the best escape artists too, because you can basically everybody can't see anything, and then we run away. Like, pretty good move. Commencing here with Dreadsvine, wishing he was Blitzcrank and could just reach over the wall and grab someone. Keeping that Oracle, that's kind of been like Kabam's MO. He's like, I'm gonna be the jungler. I'm gonna get really tanky. I'm gonna buy an Oracles, and I'm just gonna hold on to it for 5 years. And right onto Sarunas, we're getting caught out here trying to back off. Has a lot of heals coming in, and Slicing Maelstrom will come in here, and it is absolutely tearing everybody apart. Matt trying to back out of this, trying to get spacing. Dexter is still alive, but not able to deal any more damage, and they're just coming out full on strong. Otter has double buffs, and this game, serious business right now for Amumu and friends. A lot of, if We Kill Traitors does fall in this game, a lot of their tournament life, is on the lines. It's in the hands of Perplex Gaming, what they do against Team Kabam. And I think Perplex Gaming might come out on top of this in the brackets, and that would be a huge upset because, coming into this, We Kill Traitors is one of the teams that I thought would go on and actually, win this tournament. Possibly. They had a lot of talent. This is a great group of players, but again, you fit in great players, but again, it's that who's a better team.
Yeah.
And that's really important when you come to this competitive level, because a lot of people think, oh, it's about elo numbers, and look at all these high elo players, and like, they're good. They're good at solo queue playing, but are they really good in a really coordinated team? And a lot of the teams that are being really successful here today, it's like you can tell it's like their teamwork is just spot on. Not only are they talented, but they can mix in that as well, and that's what makes them really, really scary.
And you have to have a lot of coordination with Vlad and Kennen on the team, especially. You gotta, like, okay, when I ult, you drop your Themo Flames, And it's working out great for him.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing here is Dexter, we saw him earlier, we're like, oh, that's great, he finished his Triforce and got his pickaxe. Well, he still has a Triforce and a pickaxe.
Yeah.
And he's
waiting for a BF sword.
8.2k. Yeah. He's built up 1,200 gold. Otter right now sitting at 10.8k. And that is not what he wants. A full 2k gold advantage, a BF sword in gold advantage. And we can see it on him because he actually has a last whisper here for going the attack speed from Phantom Dancer and the crit speed. He's like, hey, I don't want that. I can just quick draw into these team fights. I just want to tear through your armor that you're building up to try to survive me, your tankiness. Morgana has a lot of armor. Most of what Soraka has, to defend herself is armor. And so I kind of like the build. Scooter, of course, and great ult actually from Thomas Yu coming in here with the Soul Shackle. Monsoon going to come through, but not push away. And this fight actually looking really, really good until the Slice Mail trying to hold the other ult, because an Otter throwing in buckshots that do massive damage, just chunks away one shot. Get it, and Vlad with a triple kill right now, trying to chase down Dark Terror. Quadra kill for Dark Terrors, but he's not going to be able to track down Scumbag Etsu right there, running away. Doesn't want to give up the pentakill. Doesn't want to end up in a meme video with Korean casters screaming pentakill like they're dying. No, don't want to have that. But Quadra kill for Dark Terrors coming through. Highlight real time, and they will clear out this turret. Definitely going to take another inhib. Let's just see where this game decides to go from here. I really like the team comp right here from Kabam, and I think they can close this out. Looks like they're going to put a lot of pressure onto this turret. Etsu just trying to keep him away, trying to buy time for his team to come up there. Just all about to come up, but he will fall. Kabam running out of this. I think they might be able to defend this turret for their turrets for a little bit longer.
Probably back off right now.
Being closed out. Morgana does not have her ult up, of course, because it was used, and they're finally just coming out. Team Kabam backing off. I think it's just a matter of Kabam, regrouping and buying up again one more time. and then maybe coming in for the final blow to end this out. Looks like they're going to go down to Dragon, clear that out. Otter's going to run over and clear out red buff possibly, but red buff is gone. And this might be a time, you know, this is one of those times where it's like, you know, the enemy's backing or whatever, and, you know, they really want to farm up their base in gold, but, you know, it could have been a moment where they could have been like, hey, you know, can we possibly do Baron? Like, let's just run in there real quick and see if we can make it happen. Although, yeah, I mean, they're the only ones with wards there. They would catch them crossing here from this ward, so that is a smart ward there by Team Amumu is trash. But they're sitting pretty healthy right now. 12 kill advantage. They have an 8k gold advantage. So
6 turrets on them. They took an inhib.
Yeah, and actually they are pitching. Oh, I thought they were going to be pitching a shutout in turrets, but the top turret did fall to that great play by Matt. So,
yeah.
You know, Matt doing a great job top against Dark Terrors, but Dark Terrors getting the last laugh there with his quadra kill. We'll see. You know what happens. You know, both these teams. This game is definitely not over yet. I know both teams are still playing, so we still got a game on our hands. I'm going to see what these players decide to do.
Just the AoE ults that they have on the blue side is just way too much. They really just need magic resist or something to turn it around.
Yeah, and I mean the thing about this game though is like the AoE comp. It's like, okay, we try to survive it, we try to pull through it. We get to late game, the AoE comp doesn't hurt as much. Cannon falls off. Like, yes, like all right. Problem is, again, like I was talking about, they really have Morgana and Corki to really deal out their massive damage. You know, when we get farther in this game. And then the other problem is the fact that they have Otter, and Otter's positioning-wise, is going to be amazing. He's finished his Phantom Dancer.
Hasn't died once.
Corki's still, you know, he bought his BF sword. He's trying to work on that Infinity Edge. And even though he's tanky because of that Triforce and has that, you know, potential burst damage, really it's like he's just kind of behind when you try to trade in teamfight because, you know, Otter has Infinity Edge and he doesn't, and he can tear through their armor if they start to try to build armor to try to survive through Otter. You know, it's not going to help out because they have that last whisper. So now we are finally. This might be the last fight of the game. You know, if We Kill Traitors does get wiped here, it definitely will be. Kabam, you know, Baron is down. They're waiting for it to possibly come back up. See about 36.5 minutes here. Both teams poking back and forth, waiting for a chance to come in and strike here. And when will they push in here? Great, you know, Otter hopping in there for a few pot shots, backs right out of it. The problem right now for them really is the problem with their team comp that, you know, we didn't really quite catch earlier is that they're like, not only do they have that two damage character thing going on, but they don't have a lot of ways to really grab Otter. Like, Otter's not really scared. Like, he has to dodge a Dark Binding and maybe a Flash Udyr stun. So the only way they could possibly try to deal with him is to flash in, Udyr stun him, and then land a Dark Binding, which is not going to happen. But Ubernoob's jumping in here, Thomas U with the Soul Shackle, but it's flashed out of. Huge follow-up down here, damage from Kabam, trying to rout the other team. Slicing Maelstrom finally coming in here, going to pick up 2 kills right there on a rampage. Going to be a triple kill here shortly, I'm sure. Triple kill for Bosscow, the traitor, getting the last laugh in this game. Bosscow coming out on top, and this will be the final game. Congratulations to Ash, or Amumu is trash. Ash and Amumu, they both start with A, same character. Whatever, I'm going to do it. So great play right there by Amumu is trash, and kind of feel bad, you know, for team We Kill Traitors, because I thought, you know, they had a really good chance at possibly coming in here and making something happen, maybe upsetting Amumu is trash, but I think it's all up to Perplex Gaming now to maybe, you know, dethrone Kabam and friends. So what do you think of that game?
That was very close, and it just goes to show that team comp is everything. Just the stuns from Kennen, the increased damage from Helo Flakes, Graves just pot-shotting everyone, and then if that doesn't kill him, you got Nautilus just snaring everyone, keeping them down. All that CC is just what wins games, really. Yeah,
they even had Iron Solari by the end of the game to reduce some damage. Like, I mean, just great play.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because in that last team fight, you saw, you know, Thomas U went in there, got a great flash, caught all these people, and the back half of Kabam's team flashed back out with Graves and were protected, and Kabam just charged right into the enemy team and pushed them all back into their base. So even though Thomas U had this great initiate, there was no one even there at the end of the day, they all would like spread, and the rest of the team is all running away from Nautilus and friends.
They just really wanted to kill the Vlad, and they got Vlad, but it costed their whole entire team in the game.
Yeah, it definitely did. So again, congratulations to them. I believe so far Team Kabam is undefeated. I believe they have one game left to play, which is against Perplex Gaming. I imagine they might just play Perplex Gaming, and they're going to play again for finals.